A deleted Instagram caption has a way of turning small rumours into a full-blown story overnight. That's exactly what happened with Dani Ceballos. The 29-year-old, who has spent spells searching for regular minutes at the Bernabeu, posted what many took as a goodbye, a last dance, then removed it, and the football world noticed. That brief social heartbeat crystallised months of whispers into a single headline. Ceballos may be on the move, and Marseille are the club making the loudest noise. Reports from Spanish outlets and French press say Marseille have pressed quickly to open formal talks, and people close to the situation treating this as more than a mere whisper. Behind the social posts and punditry, there's a straight commercial fact. Real Madrid have set a clear valuation. Multiple reports suggest the club wants somewhere in the region of Euros 15 to Euros 20 million if they are to part ways with Ceballos, and they are reportedly wary of letting him go on a simple, risk-free loan without contractual guarantees that protect Madrid's long-term value. That price, precise and public, is what turns interest into negotiation. Clubs can like a player, managers can promise minutes, but when numbers and contractual terms arrive, the story becomes real business. On the other side, Marseille's approach looks pragmatic. The League One side have explored a loan structure that would include an obligation to buy, effectively spreading the immediate cost while guaranteeing a permanent switch later. For Marseille, this is a way to manage finances while adding an experienced Spanish midfielder who could slot into their midfield project. Sources in France and Spain say the two clubs have been talking and that a compromise, loan now permanent later, is the most likely vehicle if both sides are to get what they want. But those conversations are delicate. How an obligation is triggered and the exact price quoted for the permanent phase are the levers that could either seal the deal or make it stall. Then there's the human side, Ceballos himself. He's young enough to still make major international pushes, but old enough to demand the prime years of his career be spent playing rather than warming benches. The players' camp is understood to favour a move that guarantees game time and a central role, something he has found difficult to secure consistently at Madrid under a crowded midfield. That desire explains the social media signal and why sources say Ceballos has given the green light in principle to a transfer that puts him somewhere he can be a regular starter. Real bet is, the club where Ceballos first exploded onto the scene reportedly did explore a return, and fans there understandably hoped for a homecoming. But football is ruled by budgets as much as sentiment. Betty's financial priorities and constraints seemingly prevented them from making an offer that met Madrid's valuation, leaving Marseille positioned as the stronger suitor. That dynamic, a sentimental option blocked by cold finance, is a familiar story in modern transfers, and it helps explain why this saga has a bittersweet edge for neutral observers. For Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid, the calculus is immediate. Letting Ceballos go for the right price frees up wages and roster space, but it also creates a hole that Madrid may want to fill before they sanction exit. Media outlets tracking the story suggest Madrid are keeping one eye on incoming midfield reinforcements precisely because they don't want to weaken the squad without a replacement in place. That chessboard, sell only after you can cover what you sold, is a reason clubs sometimes hold out for higher fees or stricter guarantees. It's also why negotiation timelines can suddenly accelerate. A club's need to secure a replacement can turn a week of diplomacy into a 2 or 3 day sprint. So where does this leave fans and neutrals watching the clock if Marseille meet Madrid's terms, whether immediately via a fee in the Euros 15-20 band or via a carefully written loan with obligation? Ceballos could be packing for Marseille in the coming days. If the French side balk at the price, or if contractual triggers can't be agreed, the midfielder may find himself staying at the Bernabeu longer than he'd hoped. Either way, the Alas Dance post is a clear signal. Ceballos wants clarity, and the market will have to respond. Watch for official offers, club statements, and those small but decisive details in loan contracts that turn tentative interest into completed transfers. This isn't just a single player moving clubs. It's a domino that could reshape midfield plans in Madrid and give a talented midfielder the stage he's been chasing.